What's good, bro? I don't know what happened here. He just fell over, man. He drank too much. I found him like this. I gotta call EMS. I came out here looking for squirrels, and next thing you know, he's just laid out.
Yeah, now you're okay. Not fun.
What's going on, my fellow YouTube agents? Today I'm bringing you a build video. This build is for something that I wanted to do for quite some time. I'm a player that does not really use skills or healer builds. I mostly play DPS, fighting players in the DZ, right? But I had this idea of creating a build that's kind of in the middle between healer and DPS. So I want to be able to survive fights, heal at the same time, and not be so reliant on the meta, right? Where people are using the firewall medkit. I want to move away from that and just be a healer, but also DPS supportive type of player on whether you're playing solo or whether you're playing on a team. So this build I created for myself, right? This is a solo build. However, it can be quickly transitioned to a team build, and I'm going to discuss the build today with you guys. So check it out. Let's start with the first thing about this build. Okay, this is it right here, Technician. We want to use Technician. Why? Because I'm going to be running a healer. So when you go to Technician, just in case you don't know, let's take a look at the Technician. It supports healing builds, but it also has other things that are much beneficial to you. Rather than Firewall, by using Technician, well, we get at least 4 or 5 great attributes. Number one, you get a skill tier. Okay, you're gonna need skill tiers if you're gonna run healer build. Number two, you're gonna get the mods for the healing hive, and these mods are like basically the maxed out mods that they give you, the specialized mods. Number three is, a lot of people forget about this. If you are within 5 meters of your deployed skill, that includes you and your team, nobody can shock you. So I have like 10% hazard protection, 10% shock resistance on this build. But guess what? If I'm in 5 meters of my hive, nobody can shock me. So this is a great attribute here in the technician. The other thing is that technician gives you 10% skill healing. You do have to activate it in this tree, so you have to remove the 10% skill damage and choose 10% skill healing. You can only have one activated at the same time. So just remember to activate this one. And then choose AR, shotgun, or whatever you want. Also, we get the linked laser pointer. So this gives you the pulse ability. You can pulse players, everyone knows that, right? And that gives you extra damage when you're pulsing with the Kingbreaker. So use Technician for this build. Let's talk about each component of the build. Number one, I am using the Kingbreaker. First of all, it's one of the most powerful ARs in the game. You have the perfect flatline, 20% to pulse enemies, and mine is at 23. So this is maxed out Kingbreaker. The second gun is optional for you, but I do recommend using another Kingbreaker, which is basically the TKB, but the talent we're going to use is called Reformation. So Reformation is headshots grant 30% skill repair for 15 seconds. This is a great talent that complements this build because one, it has no cooldown. Guys, there is no cooldown to this talent. If you shoot somebody in the head one time for 15 seconds, you have 30% extra healing on your hive. And if you keep shooting them in the head, it just keeps resetting the 15 seconds. So technically, you could have that up the whole time if you're face tanking somebody in the head, and it's not going away. So typically, when I fight people, I'll start with the TBK reformation. I'll pop you in the head, and then I'll switch over to the Kingbreaker and then burn you down with this. Once I empty the clip with the Kingbreaker, I'll switch back to the TBK and do this all over again. See, all over again. So this is a really great second option with this talent. And the healing you get, that extra 30% makes a difference. It makes a difference. That healing goes up, 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 and very quick. Now, for some of you shock players out there, if you really want to use the Saint Elmo to shock players and then switch over to your Kingbreaker, okay, if that's really what you want to do, fine. I am running this with the Reformation talent for my playstyle. Another thing about this build is I have 5 skill tiers, okay? There's only 5 here. However, technically it's 6. Why is it 6? Because of this pistol. The TDI card custom pistol. It gives you a skill tier just for holding the pistol. So as you can see, I have the Kingbreaker. I only have 28 stems, healing stems on my hive. But as soon as I switch over to the pistol, I'm at tier 6 now, and it's 32 stems. So I could just put it down while I'm on tier 6, switch over, and I still have the tier 6 32 stems. So when I take damage, right, I get that heal, right, from 32 stems. Pick up, switch over, and look how quickly I can get those stems back with my pistol. Okay, so technically you don't have to have 6 skill tiers built in. You could just run this pistol and you'll be at 6. Very important little minor detail. Okay, remember, the goal is this is a hybrid build. It's not all DPS and it's not all healer. It's in the middle. This is my solo version of the build. So, first piece, you want to use Future Initiative. We're going to use the Ninja Bike Backpack, okay, to activate these 3 set piece bonuses. If you're running a full healer build in the DZ, you would probably use 4 pieces of Future Initiative, right, to get the 4 piece bonus. But for this purpose, I'm only using 3 pieces to get all the repair skills, the skill haste, and the skill duration. So we got the mask. The mask has armor, repair skills, and incoming repairs mods. So you're going to need two 20% incoming repair mods, at least 2. Your build needs to be at least 40% incoming repairs. So that's going to give you faster heals when you're fighting. Okay? So I have one mod there, and then I have another mod on the chest piece. The chest piece is actually a walker chest piece. Why? Because this is a hybrid build. Yes, I could put Alps. Yes, I could put Murakami. Yes, I could put Richer and Kaiser. But I want some damage to complement my Kingbreaker. So we're going to use one piece walker, and this is a god roll piece because it's rainbow. Okay, I've got crit damage, repair skills, and incoming repair mods. This is a rainbow piece with unbreakable because I'm running solo. I want that unbreakable when I'm a solo player. Number 3, okay, I am using the Picaro's holster because this is the best in slot holster for this type of build. One, it's going to give you skill haste. It gives you another skill tier plus 15% weapon damage, and then I put repair skills on it. So this is another kind of a rainbow piece, but it complements the build very well because of the rainbow. Okay, Ninja Bike, I've got the skill tier, repair skill mods on it, 20%. You're getting all the attributes, weapon damage, armor, skill tier, right? Everything, beautiful. Second piece of Future Initiative, skill tier with repair skills, 20%. And then knee pads. Now, knee pads, if you put on Alps knee pads, let's say you put on Alps, you're getting repair skills and skill duration, right? And your attributes is going to be repair skills, and the second attribute is going to be skill haste, because there's really nothing else you could put there that would make sense, right? You can't put anything else there for this build. But rather than skill haste, 12%, and rather than using Alps, which gives you the 20% repair skills and the 20% skill duration, I decided to put the Emperor's Guard Murakami. Why? Because the Murakami gives you the same thing that Alps gives you. Skill duration 20%, repair skills 20%, and I could use repair skills there. And instead of just putting some random crit damage or crit chance, I would rather have that 1% armor regeneration as an attribute. So sometimes if you're fighting and you need to quickly just run away in a corner or something, or somebody's chasing you, you know, for all those manhunts who like to run away from the checkpoint, at least your armor is going to come back, right, as you're running away, and you don't have to drop your hive or pop a medkit to heal. So I think this is kind of like the best option of best of both worlds here. You're still getting all the skill as Alps gives you, but you're also getting that 1% armor regen. So this is awesome. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So if you take a look, my drone is at level 22. You know, it's gonna be tier 5 when I start, but again, when you switch over to the pistol, it's tier 6. So when I pop it, right, tier 6 drone. Same for the high. Switch over to the pistol, right? It's tier 6. But this is how you want to run this build, right? This is you're getting 6 skill tiers with this pistol. You've seen some of the clips. I put some of the clips. I have a YouTube channel video that I posted yesterday with a few examples of me fighting players and how this build works. Now, this is the solo version. If you're gonna fight in a team, what you need to do is just basically take a chess piece that's Walker, get one that's the same, but the talent that you're gonna use, right, is empathic resolve. This one right here. Repairing an ally increases their total weapon and skill damage by 3 to 50% for 20 seconds. Once 7 if self. Effectiveness increased by your skill tier. Okay, so this is a great team healer type of talent because now not only are you healing, but you're giving your team extra weapon damage and skill damage. So that's the only difference that I would make with this build if I was fighting in a team. I would leave the walker and just change the talent from unbreakable to the empathetic resolve. If you wanted to go more healing, then you can always go to an Alps. Okay, you could put an Alps chess piece. Let's see if I can find one here. Where's the Alps? Okay, here's Alps. So for example, if you put an Alps, it'll give you additional repair skills and additional skill duration. And instead of unbreakable, you would need empathetic resolve on there, right? But it's only going to give you the 20% extra repair skills on there unless you put extra repair skills on the attributes and stuff like that. So you could definitely go more healing for a team, but your damage is going to disappear a little bit. You know, remember, this build is about sufficient damage to take somebody down while you're getting heals. Okay, and I don't have to explain that to you. You already saw in the clip what happens when somebody go face tanks you, you know, and you're getting all these heals. Okay, so that's pretty much my hybrid healer type DPS build. I hope you guys enjoy playing with it. I am really enjoying playing with it right now because people are having trouble killing me in the DC when I'm healing and I'm running away, right? So try to build it, and I will say this as one final tip. If you get chess pieces that are like Walker or Fenris or Alps, and you notice that they're kind of like reverse attributes, so you get like a Walker chess piece with weapon damage, but then the attributes are like skill haste, skill repair, you know, or armor regen, right? I love the off-colored pieces. I don't just like seeing all reds, right? The pieces that are like a blue with 2 yellows or a red with 2 blues, those off-color pieces are really good for hybrid builds. So a lot of people dismantle them because they think, well, it's not all red. I need it all red because I'm running damage. Okay, but keep in mind, some of these pieces could be hard to find. If you're going to try to craft a piece that has an attribute, a core attribute as red, and then 2 skill tiers, you know, it's not easy to find all the time. So I would not never trash them, keep them, especially if they have unbreakable or if they have really good talents like empathetic resolve. So that's just my only tip for you players out there. Don't just trash it just because you think you're never going to use it. One day you never know, the meta may change and you may have to need it sometimes. Okay, so have fun with this build. I'll catch you in the DZ later.